and Park?
I don't think so. Park is way faster than Jung, but at the same time, it's a different kind of fencing. He's left-handed and I'm right. He has his own style, and even JERENT, he has a super quick feet. He knows how to. He has a very good feeling for the tempo and doing his attacks. So it's going to be a different match, but also I hope for a close and intense match.
Epee for me is the closest to a fight because the whole body's target area, and it's just a fight for me. So as you said before, both athletes are wireless. They are hooked up, and I've been asked the question before, since there might be some viewers that are new to fencing. You know, if you watch the mask, the green or red light on the mask when it goes off indicates that that fencer has made a touch. And the good thing about epee to watch, if you're new to fencing, is to watch epee because there are no rules of right-of-way. So, which means that whatever light goes off, whenever someone hits, they get the point. And if they both hit, both fencers get a touch. So this is the second matchup in the semifinals at the last Grand Prix of the season, the Cali Epee Grand Prix. Does it make a difference to you if you fence someone left-handed?
Yes, I think so. Yes. Just the actions are a little bit different. I feel like you're closer to the target. If you hit the leg, it's closer as a right-hand to left-handed. I like fencing left-handed.
So JERENT looks like he missed, and Jung was able to get the counterattack.
The second one.
The remise.
Ooh. Nice touch there.
So parry post from Jung. It looks like JERENT's just trying to feel it out. Am I going to go forward? Am I going to go back? And not quite getting the distance. But it doesn't mean this is such early days in a matchup that you don't know.
Yeah, JERENT, and I think they're new to him, so he has to figure out how he's performing, his fencing style, and slowly figuring out how to solve it.
So I think he solved it right there.
Yep.
So
Jung tried to flick inside, and JERENT just felt it, saw it coming.
I'm always amazed at the accuracy of epee fencers, like how they can just hit these small targets. Again, JERENT. Yep. So that's trained reaction. We talked about that too. It just looks like someone, they've done thousands of these actions and they just know. Pull the foot back and
he's
hit.
going low and he's doing a short and a quick parry and just flash it. Leaves Jung no time to recover, to go back.
Very nice action. Do you think that JERENT has sort of figured it out?
Yeah, right now he's looking very confident. He's doing his fencing, I say. So he's doing the footwork and working for the distance, doing some pressure. And I think Jung is just reacting on the situation. JERENT has a very nice feeling for the tempo. When it's close, he's fast enough to just go for that one light.
15 seconds left in the first of 3 periods. Beautiful action.
Yeah.
He hit, looks like the knee.
Finned and on the neck.
So there it is, up and hitting low.
That's gonna hit
12 seconds left, so they'll go right to the minute break, and they'll both go back. So it seems like JERENT has figured out the distance and timing for the action.
Yeah.
So JUNG, it seems, is also just reacting. So what would you, if you were his coach, say to JUNG?
The Koreans are famous for their good footwork, and now here we see.
There's nice action.
Okay, no, this is the close combat comp.
Oh, I see.
But normally Jung needs to be more active and start working for the distance and moving a little more. And sometimes it's too easy for JERENT to push him back to the very last of the end and then just attack him. If I would be Jung, I suggest to do more counter attacks and move a little more and don't let him do his favorite part.
So what is JERENT's favorite action, if you were going to explain it?
Yeah, right now he's pushing. He's working for the distance. He's moving and he's putting Jung on the place of the piece where he can't move anymore, and the distance is close enough to attack straight.
This is the second period. 3 minutes here. 4-2 with JERENT up. He's figured out tempo. There's JUNG taking control right there with the flesh.
Now he starts fencing with JERENT.
A nice action as
But JERENT is ready.
JERENT comes forward. JUNG makes it flesh.
Short touch to the hand. But right now, Jung is less defending. He's trying to fence and be active.
So he's trying to create actions rather than just react to them.
Nice.
Parry riposte.
Yep. Now he's starting to fence and getting back into the match.
Parry, close parry, and riposte almost backwards.
Yeah, he saw him coming. He knew he's gonna hit me, but still managed to make the riposte.
This is what makes épée in fencing so great, is this sort of chess game, this back and forth. I'll figure this problem out, which JUNG has now figured out.
That was a nice change between parry and now extending his arm and just doing the attack. They mix it up. Now JERENT is thinking about what's going to do next. Is he parrying? Is he attacking? Again, he flicks it inside.
It's a nice action for lefties. Let's see that again. Nice parry, nice lefty flick to the inside. Very nice action. Part of it is, you said JERENT has this, he wants to dominate in footwork, but right now JUNG is kind of catching him flat-footed a little bit.
Yep. Jung is fighting back. And that's the part of being right to left-handed. You can do those flicks inside. As a right-hander, it's more difficult.
Why is it more difficult?
Even if both guys are right-handed.
The referee is asking that they fence more in the middle of the strip and not off towards the end. They're up on a platform, so seems a little safer to be in the middle.
Yeah, yeah.
The referee calls halt. And I think that Jung is asking that JERENT actually parried with his back arm. So we'll have to see. Well, I think his arm was just there. I don't think
His arm started laying on the back, but at the moment when it moves away from the body, it's not allowed anymore. Depending on when the halt came.
So we'll see it again.
The ref says red card.
This ref says red card. So he's saying that JERENT parried with his back arm there.
Because the arm went away with the blade from the body, yeah.
So Jung receives that action. Red card, right?
Yes. Almost.
Right.
Right now we find ourselves in a situation where Jung is falling back and defending more, and JERENT is...
So parry riposte misses, remise.
Yes. JERENT is able to push and prepare the right distance, and just as the beginning.
So it seems like 30... Looks like he was just walking backwards, Jung.
Nice. Now we see him mix up it again, because the last parry post didn't work, so he starts extending his arm again to change the strategy. And that's enough for JERENT to take a break and talk to the coach again.
So what an exciting matchup. We have the first period, JERENT is ahead. He figures it out. He figures out the distance and timing for the hit. Then you said, you know, it seems like Jung is just kind of hanging back here. So we got to figure out, he's got to figure out how to do something more, and so he changes it up. So tell me about what Jung changed up, and then maybe what JERENT can do in the third period.
Yeah, Jung came back out strong, out of the pause. He started fencing and moving and attacking more. He did some very strong parry posts and flicks to the back, to the stomach. And then JERENT got a little bit. He hesitated, and there was some close combat where he got a red card, which is also a little bit stressful, for him.
There's that.
This one, yeah.
There's that close combat where JERENT got the red card for moving the blade with his back arm. So JERENT needs to kind of get his footing underneath him with a little bit more footwork, figuring out the timing and tempo. Jung picked it up a little bit, so maybe in this third period we're going to see a very high intensity match.
I think so, yeah. They're going to speed up a little.
JERENT needs to find his timing for his action again. There it is.
Very good action, yep.
So how does he change that up? He just gets a little closer and then makes his action.
Yeah, he pushes very, very close.
There it is. And finishes to a different line.
Disengages into the tempo. He's very quick.
So he's changed the distance a little bit to be a little bit closer for himself. Jung is going back again, but he's ready.
JERENT is a little bit confused because he was reacting good, but misses the target, and Jung doesn't miss. He's a solid 2 today.
Right. And that's the thing about the Koreans. Extremely athletic, extremely accurate, unpredictable.
Now
Love
he
it.
starts counter-attacking.
Here he is. Counterattack.
Yeah, JERENT pushes. And he closes up the distance.
So that's hard. So JERENT's move is to get in a little bit closer,
Yeah.
but Jung is ready with the counterattack. Or an attack as JERENT steps forward. You don't see a lot of blade action.
No. The French guys normally don't do a lot of blade action, and the Koreans they pay with their legs. They just go short.
Right. Very nice action.
Yeah.
Jung comes forward. It's sort of like JERENT did what Jung is doing against him, right?
He was inviting and then ducking out. Yeah.
Yep, and making counterattacks. So as Jung came forward, JERENT makes the counterattack. Seems like Jung wants to have and make sure JERENT play the odds down at his end of the strip
Yes.
piece.
Jung is falling back now and letting JERENT do all the work. And
Oh, see, that's the side of the piece. I hope he's okay.
oh,
I hope he's
didn't look very
okay.
good.
No, he went down pretty hard. So we're going to get a medical team in. We've got
The
The
French
French-
guys, they have very bad luck at the moment. 2 days ago at the first day, his teammate Bonner, who made top 3 in the Grand Prix in Budapest, just twisted his knee and had to give up also.
Oh no, I hope he doesn't have to give up. I hope he's okay. That was a hard, almost a split, a pull.
But I think he can stand up, he's fine. He's tough also.
Oh yeah, the French team is tough. The men's FA team. The crowd is clapping for JERENT. I hope he's okay. So I guess the referee was right when he pulled him to the middle of the piece.
Yeah. But at this moment, the adrenaline is flooding and you don't feel any pain.
Right. We'll see tomorrow how that happens on the plane ride home, right? So I love how sportsmen like these guys are. You know, Jung, pats JERENT on the shoulder and is glad he's okay. I love that about this sport.
I think that's what we get taught when we are small children. That's how we grow up fencing. Always be respectful and just a fair sport.
Right. And you want your opponent to be just as good because they're the ones also making you good, right?
Yes. We lift each other up.
Yep. JERENT doesn't have much time left for 2-1 lights to catch up, to tie it up.
Right there, it's very, very, very close. But still managed to get a double touch.
JERENT needs a close distance to make his action, but Jung is ready.
He's always about to fall off, so it's very close to the edge.
Right, so the referee keeps pulling them back to the middle. Even as a commentator, when I'm watching this, I'm thinking, go! Go! Oh! Wow. Wow. So the question
the ref
is...
said halt too early. I think there's no touch. Because he was about to go off the piece.
that you were
And JERENT was mad.
JERENT's mad and he wants to
did a
go to
no-look
video.
touch. He looked back, whoop, no look. And the referee said halt a little bit too early.
Well, the referee said halt. It looks like with the hand, the referee said halt after the light went off. So we'll have to see. The referee is Juan Carlos Rios Rivera of Mexico. He just said no touch.
Yeah, the referee's not giving.
He's not giving it to him. The French coach is trying to argue the point. 19 seconds left. He's got to focus and sit down and make these next 2 touches. The crowd is upset.
That would be an important touch.
Jean tries to get in again, that
Strong
close distance,
post,
but
yeah.
Jung can make the para post. So he has no choice to come forward.
Now he has to go all in.
Do you think that fall off the piece made a difference in his mental?
Oh yeah, that made a major influence.
So
now
Jung,
he's mad, yeah.
109th in the world.
Up to the final.
Right, young fencer up to the finals. It will be, again, a French and Korean matchup. Yannick Borel, Jeron's teammate of France, will be facing Pyeongchang Jung. They're both fencing very well, moving very well, and very accurate. I really think Jeron, when he fell off the piste, he was very close to the edge. I think that made a mental difference for him.
A game changer.
Game changer. Great word for that. So up next, we have the women's épée semifinals, and Kat Holmes will be joining us to walk us through and give us some feedback. That was with me was Lucas Bellman. I just learned that his mother is a 2-time Olympic team medalist in the 84 and 88 Olympic Games for the German team, and so I'm excited.